Hello, hello. It worked. I think I hit the button too soon today. So whoops. Oh well. Here we are. We're gonna have fun anyway. I'm so glad you're here. And let's party. Are you ready? Oh yeah, I'm ready. How y'all doing? Are you doing anything fun for the holiday? If you're in the US, let me know. I would love to hear it in the little comment section. Are you having people over? Are you going somewhere? Or are you doing a quiet at home type of thing? I would love to hear all about it. So please do pop it in. I know some people travel this time too, like not even to see family, but just take holiday vacation because you get a 4-day weekend or something. So let's hear it. Hi, good to see you. All right. So let's do this. We've got a really good topic today, and I'm super psyched. And I really love having you here, and I love that we are able to engage. So please do leave your comments. I may not be able to read them while I'm doing the show, but I do come in after. You're hibernating? That's great. Yeah, me too. I love it. I just love it. Like just a peaceful, quiet weekend, snuggled up. Our weather's cold here. How is it where you're at? I love it. Very good. So let's do this because it's a topic that actually is perfect for the holidays. I know you're going to appreciate this. Here we go. Hello, hello, and welcome to the show. You are listening to Positive Mindset for Entrepreneurs. This is the show where you discover how to build your business quickly by training your brain and feeling good. Oh, yeah. If you would like to get that jolt of happy every day and build your business the fun, light, and easy way, make sure to head over to danawild.com/mantra, MANTRA, and get your daily mantra in your inbox every day and build your empire the feel good way. Today, we have got a great topic. We are going to talk about being overwhelmed with too many tasks. All right. We had somebody write in. I'm going to read the whole thing. Here it is. I am in a bad predicament. I have said yes to too many things, and I'm completely overwhelmed with everything I have to do. It's especially bad right now because it's a holiday week, and I want to enjoy my time off, but I don't feel like I can take time off because I'm too stressed out about everything that needs to be done. What can I do? Yeah, and this must have just been sent in, I think, here because we happened to coincidentally at the time I'm recording this be in a holiday week. And I'm guessing many people can identify with that. We've all been there where we've said yes to too many things. And usually, if you're like me, you say yes when you're in that high flying, feeling good, positive, happy place. And then you start to get overwhelmed. And that thing that seemed like it was really fun and high flying and feeling good now just feels like, oh, a burden and another thing on the list. And it can be hard. So we're doing that dance, aren't we? We're all kind of doing that dance between doing all the things we want to do and yet still not overwhelming ourselves so we have time for peace and quiet and relaxation and hibernation and all of those good things. So without a doubt, we have all been there. Let's start with that. The next thing I would like to say is take a big deep breath and give yourself a reality check. And I'm probably projecting here, but I'm going to do it anyway, because if you're like me, we look at this list of things we've got to do and we think they're all so important and they all have to be done. And I've promised them to people and I said I was going to deliver this or I said I was going to deliver that. And then we look at that list and we think like it all has to be done. There's no leeway. But if you're really honest with yourself, if you give yourself a reality check and really look at that list of stuff you're stressing about so much, you might find that a lot of it is not really worthy stressing about because it's stress that you're putting on yourself to deliver. It's stress that, we have certain ways of being and we have certain images of ourselves. So I know for myself, I have the image of myself or the idea about myself that if I say I'm going to deliver something, I deliver it. Or if I say I'm going to be somewhere at some time, I am there. And so I feel like I'm a responsible person and I like to be in integrity with the things I say. The reality is most of that stuff that we put stress on ourselves about, nobody else cares. Nobody else really cares. Like, for example, it happens that I'm doing this live stream day before a major holiday here in the US. If for any reason I had felt too busy and I came and we made an announcement and said, hey, guess what? Live stream is not going to happen today. Nobody would care. And nobody would say, like, oh man, I'm not going to follow that Dana Wild anymore because she said she was going to do a live stream and she didn't. Even if you promised a course that has a regular release, let's say, and if you write to your people 1 week and say, hey, guess what? This week's release isn't coming out, it'll be out next week. Nobody is going to say, oh man, that's it. We asked for a refund. We build these things up in our mind that they're so bad. Furthermore, many of the things on our list, people don't even know we're going to do. So let's say we're using the Thanksgiving holiday here as an example, but let's say you're having people over and you were planning on making this really great dish and you had these 3 or 4 other dishes that you were planning to make, and then you are feeling stressed because you can't get them all done. Well, nobody knows if something doesn't get made. Nobody knows, like, oh, didn't make that pumpkin pie. They don't come and say, hey, where's that thing you promised us all? You sent out the menu early and gave us the list of everything that was going to be served. So we're kind of funny that way, aren't we? We have these ideas of how we want our perfect life to be. But then when it comes down to reality, we don't have to do those things. Nobody cares. Nobody cares if you get that thing done or if you don't get that thing done. Nobody really cares. So take a good look at your list, and what you're probably going to find is most of it really doesn't need to be done right this red hot second. Most of it, you could push it out later. You could do things later. You could send out notices if you needed to. You can cut the overwhelm immediately with action just by being honest with yourself and giving yourself a reality check. Next, there are a certain amount of things. There are some things on the list we're going to want to get done. We're going to want to have done. And so for those things, then align your energy before you do them. Get yourself in a really good feeling state and then tackle those things. So if you think about it as, imagine you're all stressed out and you're worried and you're frustrated and you've got all this stuff, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I got to do this thing and I got to do this thing. That's such a different energy to come at something with than to decide, okay, I'm going to align my energy. My favorite way of aligning my energy is with words. I'm audio. I like words. You might have a different method. Maybe you like tapping. Maybe you like to do some kind of a guided meditation that gets you in the mood. Dancing works, turn on some music, dance. But I know myself, if I take 60 seconds before I'm going to sit down and do something and just juice up my energy, like, okay, I'm going to do this. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. I'm aligned. I'm going to get it done easily. It's going to happen swiftly. Everything's going to fall into place. I can feel the energy aligning already. I'm so ready to go. This is going to be so fun. I'm going to get so much done. I'm already feeling productive. I love where my energy is going. This feels so good. I love being aligned. I love getting this done. I mean, what have I been doing that for? 20 seconds or something? And you already start to feel the energy build. Well, if you're doing that for 60 to 90 seconds before you sit down, you're sitting down in a whole different frame of mind. And you're in that frame of mind that I'm going to focus, I'm going to get things done. It's going to be fun. It's going to go easily. So you're less likely to be doing that thing and go, oh, I just got a notification. Let's see if somebody left a comment, right? You aren't doing those things because you're so focused and you're getting it done. And what happens is you get that big long list you've got of that stuff that's like, oh, I'm so overwhelmed with getting all this stuff done. Well, now you're in the right energy. So you're just getting it done, one thing after another, one thing after another one. And pretty soon it takes you much less time. By the way, this is why brain trainers work less and make more. We work less and we make more because we know that there's nothing more important than mindset. Mindset matters most. We know that when you get yourself in the right frame of mind and then do something, whatever it is, you're going to meet with such greater ease. It's going to be so much easier. So that brings me to my next point, which is remember that your results come from mindset, not action. Your results come from your expectation, not from action. So if you get an inspired idea and you have a feeling that this is something awesome that I should do, that is a thread to follow, and you can trust that feeling. If you are if you are putting out a promotion, let's say, and you have an expectation that a certain number of people are going to sign up, are going to be there, and you spend a little time visualizing around that expectation, or visualizing the people that you expect to be in there, you're going to have a much greater chance for success because you've done that visualization. You're going to be opening up the creative pathways in your brain. You're going to be setting yourself up for different actions. You're going to be making different choices. So when I say mindset matters more than action, you build your business from mindset, not action. What I'm saying is understanding the difference between trying to grind and work hard and do the things that they tell you to do, and listening to the peanut gallery telling you all these things you have to be doing. Oh, do ads. Oh, do this, do a live stream, do podcasting, get a blog started, and don't do all of that stuff that people are telling you to do. And instead, align your energy, feel good, visualize good results, tell yourself the good story about the expectation. Think about the people you want to attract. Imagine them in your mind. Imagine having conversations with them about how happy you are to play with them and have them in your sandbox. Imagine building your business the way that you want to build it. Imagine that feeling of freedom that comes from just having things flow and having things happen. So just take some time to really get your mindset on board with your dreams. Most people who are building their businesses, and I've been guilty of it too, we just take action and we just hope it works. I want to do this thing because everybody says to do it, and I hope it works. That's so different. That's such a different model than really getting your energy aligned by thinking those good thoughts and telling those good stories. They call it scripting in many circles, where you're really just telling that story of how you want things to unfold. Today's going to be a good day. I'm going to create this new webinar. I'm going to work on the funnel that goes with the webinar. I can see who this is for. I can feel so good about this because I know that this is going to help people, and I can feel the positive emotion building, and I'm eager to share these points. And I know I've got a fantastic offer, and people are going to be so excited to get this offer. It's going to feel so good to share that with them because I know it's really irresistible and juicy. And I know when they sign up for this program, they're going to get a result, and it's going to be so fun to deliver this result and help people build their businesses or lose weight or enhance their relationships or whatever your thing is, right? So when you start, and again, you know, it's funny because sometimes people think mindset means, okay, I've got an 8-hour workday, so I need at least 4.5 of it to be me meditating and tapping and going, dancing and playing with the dog and walking in nature. And I mean, obviously, awesome if you do 4.5 hours of all that. But the reality is, we can align our energy so quickly. We're talking 60 and 90 seconds to start setting that expectation. So you go from, okay, I'm going to create this webinar. Is this good enough? I'm not sure if this is good enough. I hope this is good enough. Oh, I hope this works. Okay, I'm going to do this webinar now and try to sell. I hope I sell. It'd be nice if I'd sell. You go from that kind of unsure energy to where you really are feeling like, okay, my expectation tells me that I know this is a good offer, and this is a good service, and this is a good program. And frankly, people would be crazy not to get it. Like, that's where you want to be before you go into talking to people about any offer that you have. You want to sell yourself first. You want to feel good first. You want to get your results based on your positive expectation. So make a list of all the reasons why you expect that you will get this thing, whatever it is. In the Train Your Brain book, it's Mindware Experiment number 20. And what you do is you put at the top of a piece of paper what you want. I want 100 people in my program. I want XYZ. Fill in what you want. And then spend the rest of the page filling out all the reasons why you expect that you will get that. And when you raise your level of expectation by listing those reasons, then you go in to present and you are so ready and you are building your business through mindset, not through making sure that the button is orange instead of blue. You know, we're doing things differently in this sandbox. And that's not to say that all the action people don't have great advice for us and we can learn from each other. But what I know without a shadow of doubt, you cannot take enough action to make up for a crappy expectation. You can't. It's not possible to work hard enough to overcome a low expectation for results. So we have to juice up our expectation. We have to understand why this is going to work, why we're going to get results, and convince ourselves of our own success. And then we're building our business with mindset instead of action. So visualize, relax, get happy, align your energy, expect, tell the good story, tell the good story, tell the good story, and then watch what happens. Watch what happens. You take different action, you make different choices, you get different results. And then when you're going through your list, and you've already eliminated the things that actually really don't need to be done. And this is going to sound very crass, but I'm just going to say it. Sometimes when I'm looking at my list, I look at it through the lens of like, okay, if I got hit by a bus today, would anybody care if this thing didn't get done? Like, really, we start to really have our, let's get real with ourselves about how important the stuff on our list is, right? So we get rid of the stuff, we align our energy, do the other stuff, we get our mindset on board, and the day is done. And you know that's it. The time is done. The day is done. The holiday is starting. Turn it off and enjoy the holiday. Be present. Have fun. Set a good expectation for going in. Plan to laugh a lot, engage a lot, enjoy a lot, or as we were talking on the live stream here before we started, or hibernate in and relax and binge some movies and eat good food and, you know, really just enjoy yourself, enjoy the time off, because I can't say it enough. We don't build our businesses through action. We build our businesses through mindset. And that day off or 2 days off or weekend off or whatever you decide to take, you're going to relax, juice up your brain, open up your creative pathways in your brain, get access to good ideas. You're going to really be amazed at the change in your physiology when you really just take that time to relax and enjoy yourself and be present and have a good time. You know, the list is done, the day is done, enjoy the holiday and move on. And finally, I guess I just want to say is be easy on yourself. We all end up in these circumstances. It's like the pendulum of life. We have times when we say like, okay, I'm bored. I need to have something new in my life. I need to generate something new. I want to try something new. And then we have times where like, okay, I'm doing way too much. I've added way too many things to my list. Now what? How do I get out of this? Or how do I change it? Or how do I get it done? Or what can I do? So we've all been there and it's okay. So be easy on yourself and just say that gentle little story to yourself. And remember that feeling good and telling the good story and relaxing and having fun with this and laughing at ourselves a little bit, it actually gets good results too. So if you can be the observer in your life, if you can step back from this and take a big deep breath and go, yeah, okay, I'm just one little human here on planet Earth. And, there's this whole big, massive planet spinning in orbit. And let's look at what it looks like within our solar system and within the galaxy and within the multiple galaxies. Like, let's just dial it back and relax a little bit and realize like it's okay to just let go and know that it's going to be okay. Get into that knowing of like nothing is so important to stress out over. Nothing is so important to make ourselves crazy. There's nothing more important than your happiness and your peace and your relaxation. And so just tell that little gentle story to yourself. Say to yourself, like, Dana's right. Dana's right. That's how every good story should start. Dana's right. It is not that big of a deal. And I am making more of a deal out of it than it is. And I would like it if everything's done. But if it doesn't get done, it's not the end of the world. And most of this stuff is stuff that I am putting on myself. And I like the idea of letting it go and relaxing and feeling good and enjoying my life. And I know I am a different person when I enjoy my life. And I love being able to just think the good thoughts and take a deep breath and step back from it and really assess it from a different angle. And when I do assess it from a different angle, I realize that everything is unfolding just fine. And if I don't get every little single thing done, nobody is going to care. And I'm not even going to care. I'm just going to live the good life. I'm going to be present in my own life. I'm going to have fun in this moment. I'm going to cherish this moment. And I'm going to know that right now is what I have. This moment that I'm enjoying right now is what we really have, isn't it? We're living moment to moment to moment. And so I'm going to stand present right now and be focused and awake and aware in my own life. And I love living like this. I love making happiness a priority, and I love making peacefulness a priority, and I love feeling good, and I love knowing this stuff, and I love being a brain trainer and understanding that I can shift my emotions in any given moment and feel better and better and better. And when I do feel better and better and better, I show up in the world in a different way. And I'm a different person, and I engage differently, and I have more fun, and I love connecting, and I love the peace that I'm bringing to the world and the peace that I'm bringing to the party. And I'm doing the best that I can in any given moment. And without a doubt, you've totally got this. All right. Enjoy yourself. Have a great holiday, everybody. See you soon.